So that is the third time that it didn't cut off. Okay, so he isn't. Okay. Movies and television lie to us, portraying the world as though all hope is lost, bringing our anxieties to God, cools our overheated minds, and connects us to Him, the great comforter. Reference 2 Corinthians 1, verses 3 and 4. Practice this prayer. Lord, be near to me. Soothe my heart and mind. So, as we are getting close to God and as we're hearing people, listen, if your spirit feel uncomfortable, go to the chapter. Make sure that what they talking about, what we talking about, matches what God is saying, that we actually have a true understanding. But if you don't understand the Bible and you're just reading the verses, get you literally a Bible, study application Bible. I like the NLT version. I got mine off Amazon. It was $69 or $60, something like that. But it's worth it because it gives you different characters. It breaks down the themes. It breaks down like the beginning of when you go to a verse, it tells you the vital statistics, the purpose, the authors, the original audience, the date written, the setting, the key verses, and the special features. And it gives you things like this, like it says where to get help in the book of Psalms, like when you feel afraid, alone, burnt out, cheated, confused, depressed. Like it gives you so much. So listen, and this is just in the books of Psalms, and this one is Proverbs, and all of them like that. And you get to learn the different characters and learn who people are. In the Bible, it don't give you all the breakdown. So please get you a Bible that you can understand and not just go by. So I thank God for the person that He put in, the special person He put in my life last year that actually that gave me the direction to Rock City and getting this Bible. And I had the NIV version the first time. I got this one because this is the version. NLT is the one that I love the most so far. And if I listen to another one and I like it, but this is where God got me at. So I like this version. And y'all just get a relationship with God. And if you got to do it by yourself, do it by yourself. Because you can hear a pastor, you can hear everybody else prophetic voices, but you got to hear God's voice. His voice got to be louder than anything in this season. And when prophets and God is rising you up, you got to know that, listen, you got to be so afraid of God to the point, listen, God, I ain't listen, before He even showed me who I was, like, and He's still working with me. Because listen, bump the title. You just make sure that I don't lead people astray. You make sure that I'm doing what you asking me to do. Because listen, the same way that I wanted help and that I was seeking help and didn't get it, and you're showing me that, listen, that's why, like, hearing people Catholic, it's like, man, we was in a meeting last week. Yeah, last week, and the lady was just like, Catholic, like, it pushes you away from God because the fear, but they stand on that principle of helping people. That's why, you know, they'll go, because they stand on that practice. But the way they teach is fearful. A black church, they say they help, but then they really don't help. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm starting to see like things just unorganized, and they say they offer things, but it's just unorganized. And when you're not on one accord, that messes the body up. So I'm paying attention to a lot of things that God wants to pay attention to. You pay attention to what God wants you to pay attention to, because God will have us in different seasons paying God will have us in different seasons paying attention to different things, because our purpose is different. And what God wants us to do, God wants us to learn from what they're like. God got us. It ain't to talk about them. It's just, listen, you don't do this, you do better, because I'm putting you in position so you can see. So it's teaching you what not to do. So when I put you in ministry, when I put you in this, you're learning, like, listen, the help that you want, you can become that. I'm making you this, but I need you to pay attention to everything around you so you can see and learn and not judge nobody else. But listen, okay, cool. I'm sitting here just to learn and to see what's going on. And that's how God will use us. So you just got to pay attention on what your purpose is and what God has for you, because I'm learning what He has for me. And, baby, I'm trying to be obedient as much as possible. So I hope this helped. And for all those too that are false prophesying to people and leading people astray, you can talk about God all day and use it as you want to, but understand it's going to lead to your own demise, because in the Bible, it says that we're supposed to start in our duties at 25. We're supposed to retire at 50. We're supposed to live up until 77, and I think it said even 80 or 90. But if you go to the Old Testament, God was allowing people to live up until 800, 500, like, years. But see, because God said that he hated, that he created us, he said no more. And he said that I should have my people live up to 120. Y'all not even going to live like, he said, I'm decreasing your life. So God is going to decrease your life. Decrease your life for misleading his people. You could think that you got all the time in the world. God wants people to come unto him, but not in your will, not in your way. God may use you, but God's not going to bless your hands. No matter how much blessings you think that you have or that you're getting, God's about to show you. This season right here, this is not a season to play with God. And you can keep playing with God all you like, but God got something for you. When your life decreases, when people don't see you, and people are like, oh, but he was talking about God. But baby, it was something that he was doing in his own will and their own might. So be careful of the people that y'all listen to in this season, because yeah, y'all about to fall into your own demise. Just think that it's just the people that's up in the Hollywood and stuff that's going on now. It's gonna be regular people too. People that's been speaking on this app, when y'all don't see them, or if they start getting sick, y'all need to pay attention to that. Those are signs. Why are they talking about God but they sick? Because there's somewhere in the lines where we got to go through suffering. A lot of us might be in hotels and stuff like that, may not have, but God's going to bless us. But we don't look like what we're going through. We're still allowing God to work in us. And guess what? God's providing manna for us day by day. We don't have to get on this app asking for anything. Listen, I don't even play with God, because listen, if God's going to use me as his voice, because it's not just because this is the platform that I created. This is God's platform at the end of the day. This is going to be the foundation off of him. That's why you need to pay attention to who you're going to be. Nehemiah, I did a video a while back. Stop paying attention to the like and the views of others, because some people, I see that TikTok will allow you to pay to get views, and I've seen that, and it's like, okay, that's what some people probably do. And I seen a video a while back saying that. And also, people could buy that. You could keep going by, oh, this person got the views and the followers, so I gotta follow them because they're talking about God, so they gotta be doing something right. Everybody following them. Maybe in this season, you might want to start following and looking at the underdogs in this season, because the likes and follows are not going to keep you. And as God is rising some of us up, God is allowing us, like for me, for instance, like God is saying, don't use no sound. The sound attracts the people, but when you use your own voice, God will start showing you who you are. Start using your voice and allowing God to use you. No sound, no nothing. You can use the hashtags, but don't use no sound, no nothing. Use your voice, put up your videos, upload your videos, and so God can show you who you are. You could be an influencer or you could be a leader. The leader is by the views you get. I don't care how many views it is. If your views is higher than your likes, you're a leader. If you influential, people like your stuff, you're influential, but you're also inspiring. You're motivating to people. So don't lose that. And don't lose the sight of getting caught up in the hype of, I want these likes, I want this. No, God's going to show you who you are. Leaders, it's time for us to rise up. We're not finna sit up here and play with people. I'm not playing with God, and I'm not playing with people. Listen, I have a heart for people. I want people to win because I know what I've been through and I know what it's like. So God rise me up to reach my whole destiny. Like, I want to see my destiny. I want to see what you got for me. I want to live up. Listen, you said 120. I want to see them, like, since everybody Israelites killed all that for us, I want to see them 120 years. I want to see my kids grow, creating me everything that I need, so I can make sure that my grandchildren, my children, and their children after that, my great-great-grands, and the list go on, that they don't never have to ever lack for anything. God used me. And whatever you do, because it's God, I can't do nothing without you. We can't do nothing without God. So I need y'all to trust God and pay attention to those that are, hey, like and follow. I don't have to say like and follow. We don't have to say that. We do what we're compelled to do, and we keep it at that. Don't say nothing more, and don't say nothing more, nothing less. Say what God got us to say, and go about your business, and that's it. Don't get too hyped up and caught up in the likes and, the shares and all that, because it doesn't matter if you're not producing good fruit. You could give a good word and people could fall for it, but hey, lose your life and gain for the followers and all that you want to. Follow those that's leading you astray, but y'all gotta have the eyes to hear. I keep saying that like that. Y'all gotta have the eyes to see and the ears to hear in the season. Job 34:3. Taste these words like you tasting food. Whatever your favorite food is, that's how good your ears need to be when people are talking about God. So y'all be safe and y'all trust God.